Hey guys, it's Toasty Fresh and I'm back with another collections update video. I did one and dropped it not too long ago, just on a little pile of games that I got. And this one is on a bigger pile of games, well, much bigger pile than before. And for anybody who's watched a lot of my videos before, you'll know that the main bulk of the things that I collect are PlayStation 2. And I've just added another big pile to my PlayStation 2 collection. It's all going to be PlayStation 2 this time, and I've added a new console, and it's a first for me because I've never owned one before, and I actually picked up the very cool PlayStation 2 Slim, which I've never owned one before. I had the original fat version, and when I bought one again I managed to get the fat version again, and then I got another one from a charity shop for £3. So I've got two of these bad boys, which is the original fat version, and I'll just give it a little wipe down, but I've still got to keep up my maintenance cleaning that one. And that one set me back £17.99 with about 5 games and a lot of peripherals like the buzz games, the microphones and all things like that. I don't know if I did a video on it. And this one, the Slim, which I've never had before, and I forgot that it came with this little base. I don't know if that comes off or not, if that's part of the actual console, because I never owned one before. I still need to give it a little bit of a clean up, but this set me back £20 altogether, and I got this. It came with all the leads and everything like that. I got another 8GB memory card, so that's pretty neat, because I've now got an official one as well, the black one. My other one's a clear blue one. So that'll be cool because I needed another one for the amount of games that I've got for this console. I also got 2 official controllers, both just the black DualShock ones, and I also got a USB generic controller as well. And just to top it off as well, I got a PlayStation DVD remote chucked in with that. So that was a pretty good price, probably anyway, for £20 that I paid for it. But not only that, I got myself I think it was 24 games bundled in with that, and this came from a local page on Facebook, which I found local selling sites on Facebook are becoming a decent place to kind of get those items, as long as the people aren't too, you know, like some resellers who try and charge the earth for things because they think it's rare, I think that people will pay for it. But there's just been some really good deals, and she put it on there. The lady who was selling it, she put it on there, and she wanted 25, I think it was, and then she put it down to 20 and said the next 20 quid just takes the lot. So I thought, well, I might as well take her up on it, seeing as nobody else was offering. It seems like on that site there's a guy I've seen on there, and he mainly goes after Nintendo stuff and the older stuff and things like that. But I'm pretty well into collecting my PlayStation stuff, and seeing as I didn't have a Slim, it was an easy decision to go and get it. Plus the games are worth it anyway, just for the games, which I'm going to show you right now. And yeah, so if you've never checked them, check out local selling sites on Facebook, because I've done it a few times. I've got a couple of games from there, I think. And also, this came off a local selling site. My Game Boy, which I showed in another video before, that came off a local selling site, and that only cost me £17 something with about 5 games. So there can be really good places to go. I mean, I don't have the most amount of money, but I could have picked up a lot more stuff than I have. There's been like Amigas on there and things like that, but I just haven't had the money to keep buying everything. With having kids and things like that, you know, most of my money goes on my little girl, so I tend to just buy the budget stuff. That's why PlayStation 2 stuff for me is perfect for collecting, because it's a couple of quid here and there each time you want to get the games. Anyway, without further ado, I'll start with the games. And I got another one which is a bit of an you'll be thinking Groundhog Day, because on my very last video I got Project Snowblind for the Xbox for 50p. Well, I picked it up now for the PlayStation 2 as well, so I'll be keeping hold of that one. And the next game I got was Forgotten Realms Demon's Stone, which looks like a kind of traditional Western role-playing game. It's one I've never played before, so I'd have to try it out. But it doesn't look bad actually. It doesn't look like it'll be too bad. Sadly with that one, there's no instruction booklet with that one. But a lot of the games did have instruction booklets with them. So like Project Snowblind, that was fully complete. So I got those. I got a duplicate, which I've already got, which is Grand Theft Auto 4, and it has a little bit of damage to it. That's slightly bad, but that's a dupe, so that's going to go into my trade pile. Complete as well, though. So if you get yourself another sleeve, I suppose it'd have to be a white one, though. You have got a pretty decent game, pretty decent racing sim if you like those kind of realistic racing sims. I also got a great, maybe an alright game for a party game, Worms. Which one is it? Worms 4 Mayhem. And I remember having Worms Armageddon for the, I think it was the Game Boy Advance, no, Game Boy Color. And I also had it for the PlayStation 1, one of the games, I forget which. And they were pretty good fun if you played them. I used to play it with my brother and challenge him and things like that. So that'll probably be a pretty cool game. And it has actually got more of a single player mode on this one to make it a game that's worth playing on your own probably. I'll leave some of the ones because I want to make sure that I have my game of the video. I have got another duplicate actually while I'm here. I've got Vex again. I'll have to check which one's in better condition. This one comes with the instructions and everything. That again, I think it was originally an Xbox game, but a good platformer on all accounts. I don't think I've really played any of that, so I wouldn't be too sure. I'm just going to separate those two because those two are dupes. Some games, I'll do the games actually that I'm least bothered about first, and those I got a movie tie-in, Eragon. Never watched the film. Apparently a pretty average film and a very average tie-in, I think. But it's there, it's in great condition, so it's the one for the collection. And also a TV series I never watched, and that's Alias. And that again, no instruction booklet with that one though, but an advertisement for Juiced. And I got another, there was quite a few platformers in this one and things like that, so I'm thinking maybe this was a mix between somebody who's maybe younger, and there's a few older games in there as well. And I got this one, Brave, The Search for the Spirit Dancer. Never seen that really before, and I don't really know a lot about it. I know it must be a later one, with it having advertisements for the PlayStation website and things like that. It must be a later game in the PlayStation 2's lifespan. Never played it. It looks colourful, and it doesn't look too bad actually. The water and things like that, the graphics look not too bad, so I'm assuming it'll be okay. Another duplicate I've got is Black. I shelled out, I think it was £3 for that from Entertainment Exchange. This one looks pretty good though. It looks in really good nick, and it's even got like an advertisement for EA games in there, showing the EA games that was out at the time from 2006, like Batman Begins and The Sims 2, Mercenaries, Battlefield, Burnout Revenge, From Russia with Love. So some of the games that came out of there, some pretty decent ones as well. But that's another duplicate. I got another racing game to add to the collection, Midnight Club Dub Edition. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, should I say. And I used to have this, and I have got it still now for my PSP. So, and I remember playing that a lot. My brother had it for the, I don't know if it was the Xbox actually, and I remember borrowing it off him, and I did get pretty far. I remember picking the Dodge for the starting car and doing that up and tuning that one up pretty nicely. I also got another Splinter Cell game. I do have a couple for the Xbox, and I've got the original one for the PlayStation 2, and now I've got Splinter Cell Double Agent. Not really my kind of games, in all fairness, but it is complete. So there's that. And I've got another Prisoner of War escape game in The Great Escape. I already have Prisoner of War. I forget which one it's for. It's either for the Xbox or the PlayStation 2. I think it might be the Xbox. But now I've got The Great Escape, so I can play as Steve McQueen. And who wouldn't want that? And again, that's fully complete as well. And another movie icon, moving on to, I got Indiana Jones and the Empress Tomb, another pretty decent game to get hold of. And that's again fully complete. Never played it, but it's meant to be a pretty good 3D action game. I might have played the first level on a demo or something way back, but that's about it. And on the subject of raiding tombs and things like that, I got Tomb Raider Legend, which I remember playing some of this definitely on a demo. I have played this, the opening. I think I even had it on copy when I had a boot disc for my PlayStation 2 at one point. So I have played some of that. And another one I've got is another few of the younger games. Tack 2, The Staff of Dreams, that's another like made by Nick Games, I think it was as well. And THQ. But that's another kind of platformer adventure game. Don't really know much about it, never played the first one and never played this, but it's an interesting addition and something I probably wouldn't have gone out and bought straight away. A bit of a strange one to get. I've not got any of the others in the series, and that's Devil May Cry 3. Never played that, and it's also got complete with a demo for Monster Hunter, which I've actually got Monster Hunter already. But it's pretty cool to have it fully complete with the instruction booklet and everything. And Devil May Cry, again, that's another series that I've never played any of it. The only kind of game like that I played was Onimusha. My brother had the first one, so I know about that, but never played this at all. So it's probably going to be not too bad, but they're kind of not my absolute favourite kind of games either. And two games that my little girl will love, and she's been bugging me to actually play them with her, and that's Scooby-Doo, Night of a Thousand Frights, and that again is complete. And I think I played a little bit of this because the pub, one of the little pubs that me and a family pub that me and the family go to, they've got a PlayStation 2 set up, and this was one of the games. I think it was this one. It was either this one or it was this one. Scooby-Doo Unmasked. I got two of them, and that's complete. It was one of these was in the pub anyway, and I remember playing the Scooby-Doo game there in the pub with my little girl. So she's been bugging me to play one of those two. But it's cool that I've got those, and they're the kind of games that maybe I can enjoy playing with my little girl. She's just starting to get into them and actually ask about playing video games with me, which is always a good thing. I've got a sports sim, the only sports sim in here, and that's World Snooker 2007. My brother had this and hated it for the PlayStation 3. I remember it was one of the first games he ever bought for the PlayStation 3, and he just didn't like it at all. I wasn't too keen. I played it a little bit, and it's a bit overly complicated. I remember the very first one, the World Championship Snooker for the PlayStation 1, being a really good game. It was just simple-ish and easy to kind of get into, but you could still get beat horribly if you made some mistakes. But this one, I think they overcomplicated things, and it's not really brilliant. But I don't know, I'll give it a go. Maybe if I have the patience to learn the controls and everything, it'll be a great game to get into. And now moving on to some of the good games. And again, it's been another like kind of hidden legend, not hidden legend, hidden gem. And that's The Legend of K, another kind of 3D action platforming game. And that's complete, so that's a nice little game to get hold of, because I've heard good things about this one. Again, not being a massive platforming fan, I never really played a lot of these back in the day, so now I've got a huge selection of them to actually try out, so I don't know which one I'm going to plump for first. But that one does look pretty cool, and a sword wielding cat might be my kind of thing. I also got this cool little game, and it's cool to say that because I don't have any of the games yet, and that's the Prince of Persia Trilogy. It's got the first 3 games, the Sands of Time, the Two Thrones, and the Warrior Within. And they're all in there, and all with like some slimlined instruction booklets to go along with them. So that's a great game just to go ahead and play the series if I want to. It's not going to be my first choice of them, because I've got just mountains of games to play through first, but that will be a pretty cool one to go ahead and get, and it eliminates the need for me to go out and get them all straight away. And now moving on to one of my favourite games, and who doesn't love Star Wars, and who doesn't love Lego, and I got Lego Star Wars, the video game. And again, that one's complete, so So that would be a pretty cool one to play. Look, it's a really charming little game. I have played the demo to this. Never went out and bought it, but I do remember playing the demo to it, and I actually really enjoyed it. So that'll be one that I'll probably will go ahead and play at some point. And now moving on to the 2 games of the video. Well, to me, the ones that for me are the most interesting, and they are the first person vampire kind of shooter, Dark Watch, where you're kind of a gunslinger, half vampire gunslinger, and a really cool game to play because I've never actually owned a Mega Man game before, and I've got a Mega Man X8. It's a bit weird. This is the only game so far actually that I've actually had time to fire up and see if it works. And I'll just show you Dark Watch. I've heard good things about this game as well, so that's fully boxed, fully complete, so I said. And so is Mega Man, but I've never owned a Mega Man game from having the SNES and things like that. Never had a Mega Man game. I have played them. My mate used to have an NES as well, and he had all the original Mega Man games, and I used to play them. I think they were really cool, rock solid, but really cool games, and I liked them. The music and everything on them was fantastic. So when I saw that, my eyes lit up. When I saw like the pictures she'd taken of all the games, I was like, yes, I'll go and get that. And if I'd have bought myself Entertainment Exchange, that would have set me back £10. So that's pretty much half the value of the bundle right there in one game, and that would have set me back a £5 on Entertainment Exchange. So I've got £15 worth of games just in those 2, and I only paid £20 for the lot. So a really good bargain, and I have played it. It's taken a while to get used to. I beat the first boss, and then I got stuck. There's a little ravine, and I just worked out how to do like the zip, like a zoom, where you're meant to like jump and then do a boost and fly across the ravine, but I still haven't managed it, and I was only really checking it out just to see whether it worked. But I'm glad I've got a Mega Man game because it's a famous franchise, so I don't know if it's the best in the series or what, if they're still good at this point, but it looks a good game, and the artwork on the box, if anything else, is really cool. I'll probably give the game more of a playthrough at a later date and get used to everything and just see what the rest of the game has to offer. But they have been my my little gaming haul that I got recently, and my biggest purchase for a while actually, 20 quid, which sounds like nothing when PlayStation 4 games are going for 40-50 quid, and there's the big box versions going for whatever money. But that's kind of my world at the minute with being a family man and things like that. I'm more on the budget side of collecting. But that was my pickup. Any thoughts on any of the games? If you've played them or anything like that, anything that you got to say on them, I'd be happy to hear from you. But that's all I got time for. I will see you guys next time.